This is an example of uploading a poster to the library space on eScholarship. Before you start your deposit process, we suggest that you do a little preparation to make the upload process a little bit easier to do. And for that, we're suggesting that you have your file saved already as a PDF. And there are advantages to the PDF over a poster that's in PowerPoint. The PDF is a sustainable format. It is also part of the suggested best practices. But also for whoever might want to read this, they do not have to have PowerPoint to be able to see your poster. Once you have your file ready to go, we suggest that you prepare your metadata. So have your list of authors already set up. I'm using Notepad for this example, so there's my Notepad. And here I have my metadata set up, so the title of the publication, who the authors are, where the poster was presented, and a few keyword terms. If you want to get fancy, include some subject headings from your favorite resource. If your name is different than on the poster than you usually publish under, this is a place where you can make sure that your preferred author name is used. We also suggest that you use something like Notepad so that if you're copying and pasting from a website for this information and not retyping it, Notepad will ignore all of the HTML coding and you'll get just plain text. Another thing that we suggest that you do is to have a prepared citation. For the posters and oral presentations, the fields in eScholarship do not offer all of the information in individual fields so that it formats a citation well. And so if you do that ahead of time, then it's ready to copy and paste into the metadata field. If you need some examples of, say, a numbered style like we use in medicine, a style from Chicago or from MLA, we have a couple examples of that on our eScholarship guide. So you can go there and see what some suggested ways of citing this might be. If you have supplemental files, we suggest that you get those ready as well. We have one for the poster we're going to upload today. We published our process in Figshare. And if I come down here to the Cite button, I'll be able to grab the Figshare URL for that, and then I can come over to my Notepad and add that in. So in this example, we have our image that we're grabbing out of Figshare. You may have supplemental data from a spreadsheet or a Word document, something like that. While you can upload those native documents as Word documents or Excel spreadsheets, for sustainability and wider access, we really suggest that you save that as a PDF, which is a really simple process. If you are using Microsoft Office products, you just save it as a PDF, and then you can upload that and it'll be a more universal form of access. All right, so let's go upload this into eScholarship. So now we're here at eScholarship, and we'll need to go to our campus site. Okay, so now that we're here at eScholarship for UC San Diego, we have one more click to do, which is to go under the research units and find the one for the library. Now when we click on deposit, it will ask us a few questions about where in the UC San Diego library unit would we like to deposit this. We do have presentations and posters here, so let's click on that. And we'll go ahead and log in. All right. Now that we're here, the next question we have to answer is publication status. For posters, we suggest that you put not yet published. There is a reason why we want it to be a paper or an article, and you'll see up here at the top you have three choices: paper, book, non-textual. If you upload it as a paper or an article that is not yet published, your viewers will see a preview thumbnail image of your poster. They may be looking for something visual that will remind them of what they saw at your poster presentation. The non-textual material does not have that feature. You can't see a quick little preview of the item. They would have to download it. So we suggest going with a paper or an article. For this one, we do not have a DOI, but if you have one, great. And so this is where your metadata will come in handy if you already have that set up. So I can add the date this was presented. And then here we come with our copy and paste business. So there's my title. I'll need to add in all of my authors. And so I am not the first person on that poster, so I'll have to move this information. So again, cut and paste. It is your friend. So once you have the authors in, you need to choose a discipline, and there is a short list of disciplines here. You need to think about, does your research fit within one of these very specific ones? For this project, we're going to go with social and behavioral sciences. It might be that your work needs more than one discipline tag, and that's perfectly fine. However, many of our library research projects are going to fit under social and behavioral sciences. And this is where we can start to pull in our file or go search for it. All right, so there's our file. It'll take a minute to upload that. And then we have this option here to add keywords and abstract and other information. And this is where that notepad of additional information will come in very handy. So we can add in our brief description that this was a poster presentation. And here's our keyword terms. So phrases are separated with a comma. And the custom citation is something that you can paste in here. eScholarship does a default one, but as I said, since it doesn't have fields for all of the details that we might want, come back and grab that suggested citation. And we can put that in here. For the abstract area, I have included where this poster was given and the meeting information. And I think in addition to this, I would like to write a sentence or two that encapsulates the abstract that we have in the poster, just so that it's better findable information if people are searching for this. For this poster, we actually have a supplemental image to go along with it, and it is parked in Figshare, which means that it has a DOI, and we can actually link to it from eScholarship. Once you're here at Figshare, simply click on the Cite button, scroll down a little bit, and you'll be able to grab the URL and put it into eScholarship. And to do that, you have this list of options here that you'll have to pay attention to. For this one, since it's in a public repository, that's the one that I want to choose. And then it gives me the option to add in my URL here. If you would like to specify how others can reuse your work, you can check the second box, and then you are able to pick one of these options. These options can be a little bit confusing. You, of course, can skip them altogether if you wish, but our suggestion is to at least pick the first yes. If you don't mind it being used in other instances, perhaps as a course pack, you can also click yes here or pick the no. And let's go ahead and submit this. What's it wrong? Oh, yeah, I have to indicate if it's peer reviewed. Actually, it is peer reviewed. Once you have made your deposit, you should, within a little bit of time, get an email confirmation of that submission, as well as the permanent URL link to your poster. And you should be good to go.